Well, a little R&R turned into a really great hunt. Well, welcome to Finding America. It's really nice to see you here. Now, this metal detecting hunt you're about to see took place the day before Christmas, and I decided I wanted to get out and just have a relaxing hunt. I didn't want to travel far. I wanted to find a place close to home, but most importantly, I wanted a hunt that was free from pressure. You know, sometimes you just want to get out and lose yourself in your machine. Well, I had decided that that day I was going to visit two permissions that I have at the old mill workers' houses down on the river. And the first one I was going to visit is a field that I have hunted and hunted and hunted. But every once in a while, there'll be another piece come out of the ground that keeps me coming back. Well, this time, since we have soft ground now, I wanted to break out my brand new Coiltek 15-inch round coil for my Equinox 900 and see if it couldn't find a little bit there. Well, as soon as I dropped the coil to the ground, the signal started popping. It turned out to be a really fun time, and I really hope you enjoy watching this one. Well, I decided to kind of take it easy this weekend, Christmas weekend, and I just didn't feel like driving so far. And I had a coil that I really wanted to try out at a spot not too far from me, but of course the ground was so dry I couldn't do it until now. So now that the ground's soft, I'm down here in the big field where a bunch of mill workers' houses once stood, and I've got the 15-inch round Coiltek coil, and of course I'm using the Equinox 900. I'm in field 1. I'm running two-tone. I love running two-tone in a place like this because it's either going to be ferrous or non-ferrous, iron or good. So, you know, I'm just digging the signals as they come, and I'm just curious because I know that's a monster. I know it goes deep. Especially a 15-inch round is going to go much deeper than even the Minelab 15-inch coil. So, very cool, and I've gotten a couple signals. And it was deep stuff, but it was nothing worth filming. And this one, I think it's worth filming because I just like it. It takes you back 100 years or more, and it's half a horseshoe. A lot of people ask me, how come you find so many of these half horseshoes? I never find these. Well, East Tennessee was not the wealthiest area in the country, and they would use their shoes until they wore out. And a lot of times they would wear out in the front here, and then they would break. So that's why I find a lot of these, because it's like people with tires. They try to get every mile out of them they can. Well, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the coil so far. A lot of you guys have been watching my channel for a long time. No, I've been hunting this field. I've had permission in this field for a very long time. And it's gotten to be a place where the signals are a little few and far between, but it's a great place to test new equipment because there's still all kinds of things down here, because there's tons of iron here, nails, spikes, and it's just deep because this is like river bottom soil, and occasionally it floods and everything, so stuff gets down there. And this one was down there too. Pretty decent little signal here, dug down about 8 inches, and nothing crazy, but it's a piece from these people's lives that worked and lived down here. It's an iron spoon bowl. It's very cool. Yep, I definitely like finding that one, and yeah, gave a great signal on the coil. Could kind of tell it was going to be iron, but I knew it wasn't going to be a nail. It was going to be pretty big iron. Well, I tell you, I have pounded this area with so many different machines and coils, And I just got a nice repeatable 40 signal. And I dug down and I pulled out a piece of brick from one of the original homes. And then I pulled out about 6 nails, but it kept telling me there's something in the hole. So I went down even further, got down to about 9-inch, 10-inch mark, and it looks like it was buried standing straight up. Let me bring you in here. This is really cool because, man, I did a great job finding this. Hopefully, you can see it. It's some kind of utensil, most likely a spoon. That's usually what we find. Yeah, how awesome is that? Oh wow, I forgot what kind of spoon this is. It's a particular type because of the shape. That's very cool. I do not find this type very often. Very old silver plate spoon. Very fancy. Let's see. Ooh, this is one I have not found before. Gotta love that. It says forest. I think it says forest. I'm probably shaking here, trying to balance on my knees. Home crest silver plate. Never found that one. Let's see what it looks like. Very pretty. Very cool. I will definitely take that. But I'm telling you, I've been over this so many times. That did a great job. So I'd say it was about 9-10 inches down. And I think it was kind of sitting like this, maybe just leaning over just a little bit. But it got it. Very cool. Well, this next one was giving me a 3940 on the screen of my 900, and dug down. I just thought I'd film it because I have no idea what it is. It came out in 2 pieces. This was the first piece I saw, and then I got this piece, and they both fit together. They were originally one piece. Look like they rusted apart a bit, but yeah, not quite sure what that is. Well, it seems that wasn't, or it was part of my target, possibly, but I pulled those 2 pieces I just showed you, and it rang off. Something else was down in the hole, probably about 9-10 inches. Check it out. I'm kind of having flashback to last week. I think I got a lipstick tube, and it's well, maybe not, I don't know. Let's see. It is. My gosh, talk about deja vu. It's even kind of gold and glowing like the last one, and it even has sort of a flat top there. Wow, I think it does have a name on it. Ooh, this looks pretty cool. Yeah, let me get it cleaned up a little bit, but that'd be crazy if it was another max factor like last week. Well, this one was giving me a 33, and it was pretty deep, just a couple pieces of scrap metal, but I got a nice little bonus find that popped out loose all the way down about 8 inches deep. Yeah, check that out. That's going to be a milk glass face cream or cold cream jar. Yeah, it's a real small size here, and small enough to carry in the purse or something, but very cool. Might be pawns, hard to say. I don't really see any, I really don't see anything on it. Would have been on the cap most likely, but very cool little piece, and yeah, nice little bonus find. Well, I tell you, this was an impressive get. That 15 did a really good job. I'm on an area of this field I wanted to try, especially because we have beat this section to death. Found a lot of really cool things here. So it was going to be a good test for that Coiltek 15-inch round. And got a nice solid signal. It was giving me right around a nickel signal, 27 to 29. And yeah, it said it was going to be deep, and it was. It was, geez, I'd say 10 inches down. And check it out. I'll tell you, that's awesome. That could have been anything, but look at that. That is really cool. Now, I find this style of button pretty often in this area. It's pretty popular, and it's a 30s, 40s sundress button, and a little 2-hole, but very cool. And yeah, that could have been a nickel easily, all the way down there. Well, this one was giving me a 45-47, and the first piece I pulled out, I just thought, well, it's just a piece of scrap, but I noticed there was a design and definitely an ornateness to it, and then I looked down and I saw the rest of it, and it appears I have a good portion of a spoon or fork handle, and it's definitely very old, but did a really nice job picking that up. It was only 4 or 5 inches, but it was a tough little target. Well, I couldn't have been happier with the performance of that 15-inch coil out there, and I'm definitely going to be back out there to continue hunting that field with it in the near future. But I was ready to move on to my second permission, just down the road, an old mill worker's house that was built in the 1940s. Now, as soon as I got there and started swinging, I realized I had some Christmas carols stuck in my head. And as the finds were coming out of the ground, one of them came to the forefront, Toyland. But eventually, I started to hear the sweet sound of silver bells. Well, this one gave me a 43. It was right next to a pull tab, and I dug that out and then got a 43 right next to it, and kind of unusual, so I thought I'd go ahead and film it. I've really never found one like this before. Some kind of a clock gear, or a piece of the clock mechanism. Isn't that cool? I'm assuming it's a clock. It's kind of a weird shape for a pocket watch. But I'll get it cleaned up, and might have gone to an alarm clock. Pretty old one though. Well, this one was giving me around a 57 to 59, and I'd say it was about 5 inches down. It's something that I find a lot of in this particular area. A lot of toy cars and a lot of Tootsies, and I think I might have just gotten a Tootsie toy, but not a car. This is how it looked when it came out of the ground. I think I have a trailer, like a boat trailer. Yep, sure do. Very nice. Oh yeah, that's cool. Still got the wheels and everything, so I'll get it cleaned up and show you what this one looks like. But yeah, I've dug a few of these this past year, and this one looks to be in really nice shape. It's going to be right around 69, 1970 when these came out, I believe. So definitely happy with that. So I've been digging memorial after memorial penny, and I finally got a 78 to 85 signal that had some depth, and it took me a while to get down to it, but it's about 7 inches. I finally was able to pull it out. I got a nice early weedy. I will definitely take that, and pretty decent date too, one that I don't find very often. It's going to be a 1914 from the Philadelphia Mint, so very happy to have that one. Well, I just got that 1914 wheat right where my drop cloth is sitting. And I was checking the hole, and I got a signal off to the side of that hole. And I dug down about the same depth, about 7 inches, and pulled out another weedy. So I just had to show you that. Looks like I got a little spill. This one's going to be a 47. Oh, nope, 46 Philadelphia mint. So nice post-war weedy. Well, this one was giving me a 75, and yeah, I found something I find a lot of in this particular place, and that is toy cars. And this is, wow, this is a really strange one. I think it's an elephant car. Man, you never know. No, it isn't. Oh, I get it. Okay, it's a rat. That's a rat's tail. I wonder if it's like rat fink. That's pretty cool. Ah, seems to be in pretty good shape too. Yeah, it's a Hot Wheels. Oh, that's cool. I bet you it's a rat fink. Very cool. I'll get it cleaned up, see if I can get a year off of it. But isn't that a wild ride? Got a nice high tone, and it was pretty deep, about 8 inches, and I finally popped it out. And I think I know what it is. I haven't even touched it, but it came out enough. I think it's a little toy car, and I think it's a Porsche 911. So I can tell by that front end. So let me pull this out. I have not pulled this out yet. Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. One of my all-time favorite cars. Very cool. Looks like this might be a turbo. It's definitely an older one. I see the whale tail on it. Very cool. But I'll get it cleaned up. We'll get a better look at it. And yeah, always love digging the old toy cars. Well, this hole got a little bit better. I got the Porsche 911, and I was getting ready to button it up. I ran my coil over the hole once more, and it rang off. I'm like, oh, cool. Give me a 78. So I dug down and check it out. I think there's two more, at least two more toy cars just spilled out of the hole. Oh no, check this out. It's not a toy car. This is a plastic army man. How cool is that? But there is another toy car right here. Someone was definitely having fun playing out here. Ooh, check this one out. I think, trying to see what kind of car this is. Kind of looks like a Camaro. Yep. Very cool. I think that's a Camaro. And looks like a mid-80s model, early 90s. So I guess I should just check this one more time. I think that's it. So very cool. 3 toys, 1 hole. Well, it sounded off again over this hole. I had to widen it, and when I did, I pulled out part of a Bennington marble doorknob. Pretty cool. And then I saw something and caught my eye, and another plastic toy army soldier. These are just like the ones I used to play with when I was a kid. And there was still a signal, and I really had to go down for it. It was probably a foot down, and yeah, Mountain Dew can. That was quite the hole. 2 toy cars, 2 toy soldiers, a Bennington doorknob, and a Mountain Dew can to finish it off. Well, I found something pretty odd here. It's giving me like a 58 to 60, about 4 inches down. I have no idea what this is. It's very heavy. I'm thinking like bronze. Look at the patina on this thing. It is as green can be. And look at it. I really cannot figure out what this is. That's definitely old. Takes a long time to get a patina like that going. But that is so weird. I almost thought it was like a toy pocket knife, you know, but it isn't. I have no idea what it is. But I just had to show it to you. I'll get some close-up pictures of it, let you have a look at it, but yeah, that is really an odd piece. Well, I think I have something pretty good in the hole here. It's getting like a low 70s signal, 72, 73. I thought, well, maybe it's a weedy or something. But it was pretty deep, about 9 inches. And I finally got it out in one of the last handfuls of dirt. And check that out. I'm not sure, but I think it's a silver dime. If it is, I am just shocked. I was not expecting that. And so let's go ahead and see what it is. I found a lot of clad dimes today, but I do not think that's one of them. Whew. All right. Well, it looks like it's a silver dime, and it looks like it might be an old one. So go ahead and spray this over. Gentle wipe. Oh boy. Ooh, I think it's a one dimer. Holy cow. I have not found a barber or a seated down here before. So let's see what we have. Oh heck yeah. Can you believe it? One dime. All right. Probably going to be a barber. I can't imagine a seated. That would be a nice Christmas gift, wouldn't it? I'm thinking a barber right now is a pretty nice Christmas gift. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a barber. It's definitely a barber. Look at that. Hoping you can see it right now. The lighting is a bit odd. Wow, I can't believe I got a barber dime down here. But yeah, some of these millworker houses go back to 1900, and even before. There were a couple larger houses in the area that I found Indians at. So let's see what I have here. Oh. Looks like 19 teens. Boy, it's a little tough to read the sunlight right now. Oh, check it out. Is that not awesome? 1911. That is so cool. Oh, yeah, that was a nice one. I was about to give up on anything like this coming out of the ground today. But that's that saying I always tell everyone, patience, perseverance. And a little bit of good fortune. I will definitely take that. That's a nice little Christmas gift. Well, my little R&R hunt turned out to be a pretty fun hunt. And to be able to cap it off with a beautiful barber dime at the end, well, that was pretty fantastic. I had a great time out there, and I've made some really neat finds. And here's another look at all the very cool things I was able to recover in this episode. Well, I really hope you enjoyed watching my final hunt of 2023. And if you did, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment, and especially click the subscribe button. That really makes a huge difference for the channel. So, you know what's coming. It's history that makes a find a treasure. And I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.